it's really like finding that balance and building off of that really defines like who you are as an artist, right? Because if it's just like, oh, I'm painting whatever I want, like, what are you saying? My name is Misha Tyutyunik, AKA M. I'm a painter, muralist, illustrator, designer, rapper, artist. We're in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. This is, as they say, where the magic happens. I grew up till I was 7 in the Soviet Union, which is now Ukraine, right? But at the time it was the Soviet Union, so technically I'm from a country that no longer exists, right? And that's like, definitely has informed not only my artistic practice, but also, you know, how I move in life. I don't always feel like I fit into places, right? Because like, there's not a concrete thing that I could relate back to. This is like a family canvas. So I just threw this on the wall, and like me, my daughter, and my partner, we like just add to it. And we've been adding to it for like maybe a year and a half. When I was a kid, my grandfather would take me to a lot of museums. You know, I remember just getting lost in paintings. Aesthetically, you know, I grew up on like social realism, folk tales, poetry. I grew up on literature. You know, that obviously informs the way that I approach my artistic practice. Some garments, you know, and like, we'll just put it on, keep it moving, you know? This painting right here is called Odessa, and it's, when I was in Ukraine, this was like, kind of like the impression that I got. We were there, me and my partner, and this is a portrait of her, kind of against the Black Sea and against the seagulls. I have many versions of this. I do think that no matter what project I'm working on, it's always me. I make sure that I don't compromise my aesthetic, my ethics, or you know, my ideologies or whatever, no matter what the project is. I use that platform to further my message. Well, all my work, like the texture is important to me, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's not, it like comes through, right? This is, I guess, a portrait of a mandrill, right? I wanted to make it like very visceral and abstract. It's important as an artist to talk about culture, to talk about the times. Like, it's important to be part of the times. You know, everything is political, right? No matter what, especially for artists. If you're like, oh, I'm not political, then you have no business being an artist. If you're creating, you kind of want to show the world, right? So right away, it's politics, right? Because it affects people, right? Everything is politics because it affects people. And because we live in this commodified world where like everything is a product, then it becomes something that is consumed. So if it's being consumed, it's politicized. As a working artist, it's a lot of valleys and peaks, right? So it's like, on one hand, yes, like I support myself through my art, but there's also like countless dry spells, right? So it's not just like, oh, it's like all, you know, beautiful, incredible, like, oh, I'm just painting and like people are buying my paintings and I'm like doing murals and people just like, my schedule's full all the time. And that's not the case, right? There's like months and months where I don't do anything, and then I'll do one project that will sustain me for the next few months, and hopefully, you know, that kind of snowballs. And there's years that are great and there's years that are not that great. You gotta kind of like forget yourself in the work in a way, if that makes sense.
How much do you feel being a dad has influenced your art or changed it?
Oh man, I think that it kind of opened me up to all these different possibilities. I've had to let go of certain things where like I could let her do her thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, certain times I'm like, I want to paint and like I gotta like watch my daughter or whatever. So I'm like, let's go paint. And she'll be painting and we'll both be sharing a moment of creativity. And she's like a conductor, man. She's just like this radiating like ball of inspiration. Sometimes I look at her stuff, I'm like, you have so much freedom in the way that you make marks. She's just glowing. She comes through, she like wants to show you shit, she wants to ask you questions. Like she wants to be a part of the world and you start seeing the world through her eyes. It's affected my art, it's influenced my art, it's inspired my art. And I just want to make shit that she's like, yo, this daddy, this is dope. Like I love this, daddy. Just don't give up, because you're gonna want to, and on more than one occasion, right? Probably for the rest of your life. But I guarantee you, if you don't and keep going, you're gonna find that beauty, right? Like that essence on the other side of that wanting to give up every time, without question. It's not the easiest profession or way of life at all. It's probably one of the hardest, but it's like they told me when I was growing up, you might be broke, but you'll always be happy. It's beautiful, man. You know, Ukraine's known for their like patterns. It's called vyshyvanka. When you see like the ornamentation on the shirt, right, the sleeves, and you could see it all across the world, right? It's like the ornamentation in like peasant garments. You'll see it in, you know, South America, Central America, all across the world, right? You'll see like all this like ornamentation. So that's definitely something that's pretty prevalent in my work. It might not look exactly like that, but you'll see patterns, right? And you'll see floral stuff and that kind of thing. When you start as a kid, right, you start drawing and then it moves into painting. And painting is drawing with paint. That's the way I see it anyway.
You could be very intentional and that can take you a long way. Or like you could kind of have like a loose intention and let shit take you where it takes you.
Painting is just, that's it for me. If I could just do like canvases and paint and like make a living off of that and be able to sustain myself, or like if we didn't have to make a living and I could just paint, I would be totally happy.